Hello everybody. Today we'll explain the print and cut and all the settings to make stickers and the most common cardstocks in a professional way. First, we'll go to the page setup and then we'll go to this icon to turn on the registration mark. By default it's off, but we have to turn it on from here. As soon we turn the registration mark on, we notice there is three corners on the page start getting a registration mark, which is this one right here. The dialog box is right here. The first one determine the length of the registration mark in the corner. If you notice, by changing the dialog right here, we start seeing the registration mark getting smaller and bigger. The second dialog is the thickness, which is determine the thickness of the lines for the corner of the registration mark. See, you can tell the difference between the thickness. The third one, it's the inset, which is determine the size of the page. You can get it smaller and bigger. For the best results, I leave it on default. I always make sure my registration mark and all the setting on default from this button. Second thing, we have to make sure it's on. Show print border, which is going to be in the edges of the paper, the gray color. And the second thing, it's going to be the show cut border, which is going to be the red color on the edges of the registration mark. Always we have to make sure all the stickers, any object, it has to be inside the red line. Any part of the stickers is going to be exposed, and outside the red line, it's not going to be cut. Second important thing, if you guys notice, there is a look like a chicken wire right here. This one we have to stay out of it. If you guys can notice the edges of it, we have to keep the object outside the edges. Otherwise, when we start cutting, the sensor will read any color inside the chicken wire as the square of the registration, which is gonna mess up every single cut on the whole paper. I mean, the cut is gonna be shifted. Same thing, it's gonna be on this corner and the bottom corner too. All the three corners should be clear. There is another thing I have to mention it to you guys. If you guys notice, all the stickers that we cut on right now, the cut, it's going to be on the edge of the object. There is no space between the object and the cut. So we have to be very careful not getting the white excess will be cut in our stickers. We have to get them very professional and clean cut. That's why we have to activate something, they call it print bleed. We will activate it from this dialog box. So basically what this command does, it will bleed some of the color outside my cutting border, which is gonna prevent any white color show up on my stickers. For example, I'm going to show you right now what it does exactly. I'm going to print my page. If you guys notice, my printing preview start getting a little bit different than my original work. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see better. If you notice, the black edges start seeing the color bleeding through or bleeding out. The original work, it's totally different. There is no bleeding color. After I cut, I will show you the benefit of this feature in the end. I will start printing right now. I'm gonna make one copy and I'm gonna leave the default setting. And I have two printer, one Epson and one Canon. I'm gonna work on my Canon. I'm gonna go to layout, go to quality media, and then glossy photo paper and print. Before we finish the print setting, I have to mention that the print and bleed feature, we use it only when we cut the stickers on the edges. If our stickers have space between the edges and the cut, which is like what I have right here, if we have white edges all around the stickers, we don't need to use print bleed feature. It's not gonna benefit us at all. Right now, we need to move on to the cutting setup. First, we have to go to the Send tab, and then we're gonna specify which machine. If we have more than one, specify the machine that we need to use. As soon as I select my machine, the cutting setup starts showing up. The paper I'm using, it's 135 gram, and the size of it, it's A4. We have to adjust our setting according to the material that we need to cut. It could be cardstock, sticker paper, vinyl. Now I'm adjusting my setting to cut the sticker paper glossy 135 gram. First, I'm going to select Auto Blade. The Auto Blade comes with the Cameo machine. Most of you guys have it, which is look like this one right here. First, we have to set the blade depth on 3. The passes on 1. The force, it's depend. If my blade, it's new, I put it on 9. If my blade, it's been used a lot and it's old, little bit dull, I can reach 12. So it's depend between 9 and 12. You can adjust it. And finally, the speed. The speed, it's depend. If I have zigzag lines like I have right here, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see better. You can see the lines not straight right here. I can reduce the speed to 4 so it can give me better cut. If I have straight lines like this one right here, I can increase it to 9. So between 4 and 9. Now everything is ready. I'm going to press send to cut it on my Cameo. Now after my stickers has been cut, I don't have any white excess on my stickers. because print bleed feature helped me to achieve this result. The next paper we have here, it's 240 grams glossy photo paper and the size A4. Now we're going to learn the setting to cut it. This type of paper, I use it for my invitation card, print photos, high quality, and I use it for my favor boxes. As you see the paper right here, it's 240 grams and the size of it, it's A4 and the dimensions, it's 21 centimeters by 30. Now we move into the setting. First, blade depth, it's going to be 6 and the passes is 2 and the force, it's going to be 30 and the speed, it's going to be 6. Now we move into the last kind of paper. We have 180 gram and the size of it, it's A4 and the dimension, it's 21 centimeters by 30. Moving to the setting for this paper, the blade depth, it's going to be 4 and the passes is going to be 1 and the force, it's going to be between 20 to 25 and the speed, you can adjust it between 4 to 9. With that, we're going to end this video. There is more video coming regarding the subject of print and cut, but it's going to be in other videos. I hope you learned something from this video. If you have any question, you can comment down below the video, or you can contact me on my Instagram profile. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.